From KSAT 12, the news at 5:30 starts right now.
We begin tonight with the shocking and tragic news of NBA star Kobe Bryant's death.
He was one of several people on board a helicopter that crashed today in California. Our Larry Ramirez here to explain what we know about what happened. And Larry, the news got even more heartbreaking throughout the afternoon.
Yeah, it is definitely a very sad day indeed. It's being reported that his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna Bryant, was also on board and died in the crash. Reports say 5 to 9 people were aboard of the helicopter, which included another player and parent. According to Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, there were no survivors of the crash, and investigation is ongoing. Bryant starred for 2 decades with the Los Angeles Lakers, winning 5 NBA championships, making 18 All-Star games before hanging up his basketball shoes following the 2016 season. From 1999 to 2013, the Spurs and Lakers met 7 times in the playoffs, with Kobe and the Lakers winning 4 of those series. Kobe Bryant prevented the Spurs from winning many more NBA championships. Let's go live now to the AT&T Center, where our Stephen Cavazos has fan reaction on Kobe's passing.
Well, Larry, a game just wrapping up a little while ago, but it's clear that there's still a lot of mixed emotion here at the AT&T Center today. Many fans that we spoke to say that they're overcome with sadness over the sudden death of this NBA legend. Now, Spurs fans were lining up here outside the AT&T Center for the big game against the Toronto Raptors. Now, some just learning the news of Bryant's death. Fans we spoke to say it's something they never saw coming.
I looked it up, and then sure enough, I mean, it's tragic, man. I mean, he changed the game of basketball as we know it.
They're so healthy, so athletic, and such a leader. You just expect them to last for decades more.
He was a star player that I liked. Kind of heartbreaking that he died.
Now, Bryant leaves behind a wife and 3 daughters, the youngest being only 7 months. Now, despite the Spurs' rivalry with the former LA Laker, fans went on to say that he was one of the most respected players to have ever walked the basketball court. So it's clear here that his death is still sending shockwaves here in the world of sports and beyond. Reporting live outside the AT&T Center, Stephen Cavazos, KSAT 12 News. Larry?
Stephen, and coming up later in sports, we'll have Twitter reaction from Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and his former teammate Shaquille O'Neal.
Everybody who knew him so well.
Yep.
Thank you, Larry. Of course, our coverage continues online as well at KSAT.com.
Meantime, today, hazmat crews responded to a fire this afternoon at a metal finishing company on the northwest side. This happened around 2 o'clock today at Aerotech Metal Finishing on Mainland Drive. That's not far from Bandera Road. Chemicals inside caught fire, but crews were able to put that out quickly. Some firefighters had to be decontaminated. No word on what sparked the flames. The TCEQ has been called out to test chemical runoff from the water used to douse the fire.
2 young children and 2 adults are recovering tonight after their SUV rolled down a 100-foot embankment. It happened this morning on O'Connor Road along I-35 on the northeast side. Police say the driver lost control while approaching the O'Connor Road overpass. Police say it's unclear right now if those involved in the crash were related. The male was transported to BAMC in serious condition. The female and 2 children were taken to University Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
San Antonio police searching for multiple suspects after a man was killed in a home invasion last night. Police are looking for 4 people they believe were involved, and they question the people who were in the house at the time. This happened around 11:30 last night on Hidalgo Lane on the west side. Police say the suspects went to the house to rob the people there. They also said a suspect was in the house. A man in his 30s was shot in the leg and bled to death after the bullet hit a major artery.
A woman is in critical condition after police say a pickup truck crashed into a pole just south of downtown. It happened after midnight at the intersection of Gunther Street and Eagle Land Drive. Police say the crash was so intense the woman, who was a passenger in the pickup truck, went through the windshield. That woman was taken to Brooke Army Medical Center. Police believe the driver was under the influence and is now facing an intoxication assault charge, which could be increased to manslaughter if that victim dies.
A car hits and kills a 3-year-old child in a driveway. This happening yesterday morning in Cypress outside of Houston. The toddler's mother told police she was unloading her SUV and accidentally left the car in neutral. The child was transported to a hospital where she later died. It's unclear if that mother will face any charges.
Also in Houston, the mayor there damaging homes today after Friday morning's explosion that left 2 people dead. Less than a mile away from the demolished Watson grinding and manufacturing facility are hundreds of residents who are picking up the pieces of what's left. The restoration team, founded during Hurricane Harvey, sent volunteers to help secure homes that lost windows and garage doors from that powerful explosion. The mayor assuring residents more help is on the way.
We want to let them know that they're not going to be forgotten. That we're here to assist. We're going to do everything we can to help them to get their feet back on the ground.
The cleanup could take weeks, even months, and officials are determining yet how many of those homes may have to be demolished.
Still ahead, week 2 of the Senate impeachment trial begins on Monday. Reaction from the president on how the defense team of his did over the weekend.
And it's still more than 2 weeks until Valentine's Day, but one World War II veteran already got what he wanted. See the thousands of gifts he got in the mail.
President Donald Trump's attorneys are calling yesterday's session in the Senate a sneak preview of his defense and accusing Democrats of trying to undo the 2016 election. Here's what we can expect leading up to the second week of the Senate impeachment trial. As his attorneys get ready to build their case for his defense, President Donald Trump took to Twitter on Sunday, calling the impeachment, quote, a massive election interference, and claiming do-nothing Democrats have seen their phony case absolutely shredded, end quote. In their opening arguments this weekend, the president's legal team attacked the House case.
Most of the Democrats' witnesses have never spoken to the president at all, let alone about Ukraine security assistance.
We believe that when you hear the facts, you will find that the president did absolutely nothing wrong.
But some Democrats believe the president's attorneys undermined their own argument.
They kept saying there are no eyewitness accounts, but there are people who have eyewitness accounts. The very 4 witnesses and the very 4 sets of documents that we have asked for.
4 Republicans would need to break ranks in order to call for new witnesses and documents.
If they are interested in understanding the complete truth, they would want to hear from witnesses and see documentation.
Republican Senator James Lankford says the House, having rushed its case, cannot now fault the Senate for moving too quickly.
That's just a very odd political strategy for them, more than a fact-finding strategy.
One example of the new evidence that Democrats say deserves further scrutiny is this video, first reported by ABC News. Sources say it is from a private dinner at the Trump International Hotel in Washington back in April 2018. The president is there, so is his son Donald Trump Jr., as well as an indicted Rudy Giuliani associate, Lev Parnas. Among other subjects, they can be heard talking about Ukraine in detail.
How long have they lasted a fight with Russia?
Not very long.
No, I don't think very long. Without us, not very long.
Without us.
In other news, he's got a Purple Heart. Now he just wants Valentine's hearts. 104-year-old retired Major Bill White has been overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and gratitude from people all over the world. For Valentine's Day, the World War II veteran had just one wish: to receive a few Valentine's Day cards. Operation Valentine turned out to be a huge success. Major White has already received over 25,000 cards and gifts from people around the globe, thanking him for his service.
Feeling the love.
That's incredible. I hope he has a letter opener handy because it's going to take him a while, I think. Looking outside with live cam and beautiful into the weekend. Our weather did pretty much a complete 180 from yesterday to today, but I don't think anyone's complaining. It's beautiful out there this afternoon. Very warm, though, unseasonably warm for this time of year. And we've got some ups and downs coming in the week ahead. We'll talk all about that coming up. First, checking on the aquifer, up 0.2 of a foot today. And in the pollen count, mold is high because of yesterday's drizzle and high humidity, but mountain cedar moderate and ash is low today. I'll be right back with a look at your full planning forecast.
After a gray and gloomy Saturday, Mother Nature hitting the reset button today.
Yes.
What's the saying? If you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. Yeah, I mean, if you went to bed last night, it was drizzly. We had fog everywhere, and by this morning, the sun was out. So a really nice turnaround for us to end the weekend. It is really warm out there, though, especially considering that our high temperatures this time of year are in the low to mid 60s. We're at 78 right now, 79 in Carrizo Springs, low 80s off to the west. And compared to this time yesterday, our temperatures are up some 15 to 20 degrees across South Texas. So here's how high temperatures played out today. Average high in San Antonio for this date is 64. We made it up to 80 today. 83 the high temperature in Del Rio, 83 degrees in Cotulla. We're going to keep things warm for the start of the work and school week tomorrow, even staying into the low 70s into the day on Tuesday. But some ups and downs here, not only in terms of temperatures. Look, we'll be in the 50s as we get into Thursday and Friday, but also with sky conditions and rain chances. So we cleared out beautifully today. Tomorrow night into Tuesday, more chances of rain clearing out again by the middle of the week. And then we bring back in clouds and rain chances for Thursday into Friday before, you guessed it, clearing out again for next weekend. We've got a couple of systems that will be swinging through this week, bringing us clouds and chances of showers. Right now, clear out there. Of course, nothing to see on radar. A little bit of lingering cloud cover off in far east Texas. And if you look well off to the northwest, well past the hill country, a few clouds there, but we're going to keep skies clear this evening. Temperatures falling from the 70s now all the way through the 60s. East-northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, we'll see our low temperatures settle in the upper 40s and low 50s under clear skies, with some patchy fog developing not until dawn tomorrow morning, and it'll be around for just a couple of hours. I'm not expecting it to be too dense or widespread that it's going to cause big issues in the morning, but a little bit of patchy fog will be possible around dawn on Monday morning. Tomorrow afternoon, another warm day with high temperatures back in the mid to upper 70s. A lot of sunshine through a good portion of the day tomorrow, but I think even by this time tomorrow, especially by the evening hours, we're going to quickly pull in a lot of cloud cover ahead of our next chance of rain. So I want to show you what that looks like on future casts. Long story short, we're going to have an upper level disturbance moving in from the northwest tomorrow night into Tuesday. That's what's going to spark these chances of showers. Tomorrow morning, though, again, quiet, a little bit of patchy fog possible, maybe a cloud or two here or there, but a lot of sunshine through tomorrow afternoon. That'll help us to warm back up once again. Monday night, even as we get closer to 10 o'clock, we're seeing cloud cover increase, a few sprinkles and isolated showers possible, mainly west of San Antonio and I-35 as that upper level energy will be approaching from the northwest. Rainfall coverage increases a bit overnight, so you'll see a 20% chance of showers here in San Antonio overnight Monday into the pre-dawn hours of Tuesday morning. Better chance of some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder west of 35 in the hill country overnight. As we get closer to dawn Tuesday morning, better chance of rain here in town. A broken line of scattered showers will be moving through early on Tuesday. That, however, will be booking it off to the east by the afternoon. We'll start to clear out and we should salvage a nice day on Tuesday. Beautiful Wednesday, a little bit cooler here, and then things will be a good bit cooler Thursday into Friday. High temperatures limited to the 50s with the addition of another disturbance moving through. That'll bring isolated showers Thursday, 40% chance of scattered showers Thursday night into Friday. So a lot of back and forth this week, but of course we'll keep you updated.
Yeah, plenty to watch.
Yes.
Thanks, Katie.
Very difficult day for sports fans everywhere, including NBA players who, in our Spurs, had to play just a short time after learning about Kobe Bryant's death.
Yeah, and following the Spurs game to the Raptors, they closed the locker room to the media. We only got to talk with Greg Popovich and DeMar DeRozan outside of the Spurs locker room. Coming up, Twitter reaction to Kobe Bryant passing, plus the Spurs and Raptors. Oh, I tell you, they had to play a very tough game today. Coming up.
A true global ambassador for the sport of basketball. Please join us in observing a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant.
AT&T Center holding a moment of silence this afternoon for Kobe Bryant in Big Board Sports. As we told you earlier in the show, NBA legend Kobe Bryant died today in a helicopter crash. He was 41 years old. Bryant was a passenger on board a helicopter that crashed in the LA County suburb of Calabasas. According to reports, 5 to 9 people were killed, including his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna Bryant, also known as Gigi. TMZ says they were traveling to the Mamba Academy for basketball practice. Now, this is a scene of the crash that happened around 10 a.m. Pacific time. The aircraft crashed amid foggy conditions into a hillside near an intersection in an area north of Malibu State Park. A small brush fire erupted and firefighters quickly put it out while emergency workers searched the area for survivors. Witnesses who were mountain biking in the area saw the helicopter in distress. LA County Fire Captain Tony Imbrenda told reporters it is not known whether the pilot alerted over radio that the aircraft was in distress. Imbrenda added, Kobe played 20 years with the LA Lakers, winning 5 NBA championships. He had plenty of battles with the Spurs. Kobe often praised Pop and the big three of Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili. The big three and others, pro athletes from around the world, naturally, they're devastated. Here's some of that reaction on Twitter. Manu Ginobili tweeted one word, devastated. Tony Parker said, "I'm heartbroken by the news. You were a true legend and friend. Rest in peace," said Kobe Bryant. "My thoughts and prayers to his wife and kids. Legend, Mamba, GOAT." Shaq also expressed his sorrow, saying, "There's no words to express the pain I'm going through with this tragedy of losing my niece Gigi and my brother at Kobe Bryant. I love you and you will be missed. My condolences goes out to the Bryant family and the families of the other passengers on board. I'm sick right now." Last night, Lakers superstar LeBron James passed Kobe for third on the NBA's all-time scoring list. He scored the milestone bucket with 7:23 left in the third quarter at Philadelphia. James entered 18 points shy of passing Bryant, and the layup gave him 33,644 points. James stands third with 33,655, and Bryant finished his career with 33,643, all with the Lakers. James was a teenager when he first met Kobe at a youth basketball camp. He was LeBron's idol. Here's James last night after surpassing Kobe.
I'm here in the Lakers uniform in Philadelphia, where he's from, where one of the first time I ever met him, gave me his shoes, he won All-Star Week. It's surreal. It doesn't make no sense. I'm happy to be in any conversation with Kobe Bryant, one of the all-time greatest basketball players to ever play, one of the all-time greatest Lakers. The man got 2 jerseys hanging up in Staples Center. It's just crazy.
Kobe's last tweet was to congratulate LeBron on the milestone, saying, "Continue to move the game forward at King James. Much respect to my brother." He added a hashtag of the number of points LeBron needed to pass him. Now the Spurs hosting the Raptors this afternoon. Both sides were in shock and playing with heavy hearts with the passing of Kobe Bryant today. Raptors won the tip, and then they let the 24-second shot clock expire to honor Kobe. He wore the numbers 8 and 24 with the Lakers. Next possession, the Spurs did the exact same thing, let it expire. Early on, LaMarcus continues his three-point assault. It's good. The Spurs lead 5-3. Raptors fire back behind Pascal Siakam. Deep triple, 24-10 Toronto. He outscored the Spurs in the first quarter all alone, 25-21. Raptors led 37-21 after one. Second frame, Spurs on the break. Patty Mills drop pass to Jakob Poeltl. Tough hoop and the foul. Free throw good. Spurs down 37-24. Closing seconds, Derek White with Kyle Lowry trying to stop him, sinks a three at the buzzer, and the Spurs trailed 63-51 at halftime. Third quarter, Spurs looking a bit more inspired. Cue up DeJounte Murray, who makes back-to-back threes. Spurs are within 7, 69-62. Timeout Raptors. Murray again from downtown, and this game is tied at 73-all. Spurs trailed 86-85 heading into the fourth quarter. Marco Bellinelli, quick pass to Poeltl for an easy bucket, an 87-86 lead. Patty Mills now to Poeltl for a bank shot to make it 97-89 silver and black. Raptors respond. Fred VanVleet to Siakam alley-oop to make it 103-97 visitors. But don't count out the Spurs. DeMar, turnaround jumper, and it's tied at 105. But Toronto answers. Siakam out to VanVleet for three. Got it. Spurs fall 110-106. Pop said it was a tough loss, but his thoughts were all about Kobe.
We all feel a deep sense of loss for what he meant to all of us in so many ways, and so many millions of people loved him for so many different reasons. It's just a tragic thing that there are no words that can describe how everybody feels about it. So we all think about the family, the process that they're going to be going through now. That's where all our thoughts should be.
And we'll have much more tonight on Instant Replay.
Thank you very much, Larry.
We'll be right back.
Another warm day tomorrow with a lot of sun. Showers return late tomorrow night, early Tuesday. Another break from the rain Wednesday, and then we'll pick back up with showers and more clouds toward the end of the week.
Stop making it rain on my weekends, Katie.
I'm sorry.
All right, before we go, my favorite thing about working on Sundays, Silly Sock Sunday. I get to guess whose is whose. I'm going to say all I need is coffee is Larry.
Yes.
I don't drink
got
coffee,
that?
so it's got to be.
Great guess. Yes, coffee and Wi-Fi.
Mine were aliens lifting up cows.
I like those. Of course.
I've used those before, but they were a favorite, and I saw them today, and they made me laugh, and I think everybody needed a laugh today.
Yeah.
That is all of our time. Thank you so much for watching us. We hope to see you back here for the Night Beat tonight at 10. Have a good evening.